So December 7th, Sadia is still with me. I text Sadia's mom. I'm trying to set up arrangements for Wednesday. Will you be picking Dee Dee up at 3:15? Do you need me to keep her longer until you are out of work? I can have her go ring the bell as long as you will be inside to retrieve her. I can meet you at a police station. It's up to you. After I had the conflict with my mom, I went and filed for child support. Around the time she got served with the child support papers, she filed a contempt of court. So now that we're getting closer to the December 11th hearing and she still has not seen Sadia, she sends me this message on December 7th at 3:29 after me saying, trying to make all these reasonable attempts to give her custody of Sadia. She sends me this long message, and this is the first time she's actually communicating with me, um, saying more than just copying and pasting the same demand to just send the child back into the house. So December 7th, she says, there has not been one instance where I have asked you to keep Sadia. You continue to keep her against my will and against the custody order that has been put in place due to false allegations that you have no proof of and an investigation that has been closed for a matter of weeks now. Nowhere in the custody order does it say that I need to be present during drop offs, which my mom's house has been the drop off location for years, now with no incidents occurring there. The last two times she was supposed to be dropped off, I was there and there was no attempt from you to drop her off. So I will continue to say this. The drop off is at my mom's house. Sadia is to ring the doorbell as someone, whether it be me or not, is always present to retrieve her. I will not meet you no other location. So on December 7th at 3:41, I responded, my constant text messages to you and your responses tells a completely different story than what you are trying to display. Now that you're being put on child support for abandoning me with our child, you want to change your story. Investigation is far from over. I showed up at your mom's. You told me everyone is home. I have no clue if your parents are a part of what is going on, considering Sadia tried to get you to perform oral sex on her in front of your mom as if it was normal. Since the investigation, we have multiple successful exchanges. Last exchange, you let her out the back door and she walked to me. As long as you are there, I have no problem letting her ring the bell. You cannot use PFA to justify abandoning your child. You can keep your camera running for drop offs and pickups, as I do, to prove if there's any violations taking place. We are allowed to be in contact for the child. Like I said in the past, if you choose to bring her back to a place where I have overwhelming evidence that she was abused at, that is your prerogative. I ask you to call me so I can disclose additional evidence that proves something was going on at your mother's house, but you never bothered to do so. You made an honest mistake leaving her with babysitter. I don't know why you're trying to turn this into a misunderstanding when you know for a fact something happened because you even told me. No, Dave, something definitely happened. Someone showed her these things. I work with kids. I know for a fact is what you said. Now you're changing your story to nothing happened. If you go back and read messages for each drop off, not once did you say anything about being there or answer my question asking if you will be there. You simply copied and pasted the same response over and over. Please do not try to change the story up. Everything word for word is in text message. On December 8th, says, will you be picking Dee Dee up tomorrow? If so, what time will you be able to get her? Then I message stonewalling when there's a child involved is so unethical and frustrating. I'm done trying to communicate with you. When you want to see Sadia, just let me know. Have a blessed night. Now, this is 3 days before the contempt of court hearing. Sadia's mom sends me a message an hour and 20 minutes after my previous message. And she says, let's clarify something. In no way, shape, or form did I abandon my daughter. I responded to every single text regarding drop offs of my child with a clear confirmation of time and place. Obviously, you are incompetent and cannot follow simple directions. So don't you dare manipulate the situation to justify your actions. Drop offs are at my mom's house. The time is 3 p.m. You have a blessed night. December 8th, I responded. I said, incompetent. I've been telling you for 16 months something's going on at your mom's house. Then I say, if you will be at your mom's house to retrieve her, I will leave her. Sadia screamed bloody murder for years while I forced her to go somewhere she did not want to go. Clear sign of abuse, I've recently learned. If you can't wrap your head around the facts, then I don't know what else to tell you. Like I said before, I'm not taking any more chances. You can't use a legit parental safety concern to escape your duties. I've offered many solutions to work through these issues. You show no signs of being reasonable. Are you going to be there tomorrow at 3:15 or not? December 8th, I also said this entire ordeal has affected my housing, my college education, my employment, my free time, my finances. Trust me, if I didn't know for sure that a crime has taken place, I will not be so stern about a decision not to put her back in harm's way. Also, I keep asking Sadia, do you want to go home? And she continues to say no, cries a bit and says, stay with Papa. December 8th, 8:21. One other thing I asked you about her schoolwork. Did it come in the mail yet? Do you plan on taking her tomorrow? Can we set up arrangements so that I can pick up her packet? Maybe you can set it on your mom's retaining wall and put a rock on it to secure it, and I can grab it from outside the fence. December 8th at 8:49 p.m. Sadia's mom responds and says, just drop Sadia off at my mom's house tomorrow. I said, not a problem. As long as you will be there, I can drop her off. What's a good time? She says, the usual time, 3 p.m. I said, okay, perfect. I will text you when I'm out front. I will stay in my car with the windows rolled up. I have dark tints, so you will not even have to look at me, but I will be able to see if you're at the door or window, and I will have her get out of the car. If I don't see you there, I will drive away. So if you're not going to be there, just text me ahead of time and I will return at a later time, whatever time or day works best for you. See you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Enjoy your night. So the next day, 12:47 p.m., I said, will it be okay if I brought Didi at 3:15 today? She responds and says, the drop-off time has always been okay. So I said, okay. So I get there at 3:13 on December 9th, 2020. This is 2 days before our hearing. I said, here. Same exact thing she's been doing since November 25th. She says, okay, let her ring the doorbell. I said, are you here? She says, David, it does not matter whether I'm here or not. Drop her off. I said, I won't continue to explain the same thing over and over. There's an open criminal investigation. You're asking me to do something that could bring harm to Sadia. What time will you be able to meet her here? I will come back. You are not being reasonable. She is your responsibility too. Why are you making this so complicated when it doesn't have to be? I can simply bring her back when you are here. She responds and says, I am not making anything complicated. You are. I want you to drop my daughter off like you are supposed to. You don't make the rules. The investigation has been closed since November 29th. I was called by the caseworker, Linda Jones, who told me directly when I was being rational and reasonable with you, you were not being rational at all. Just drop my daughter off now. So I responded on December 9th, 3:27. I said, I set up work today at 4 o'clock thinking we were on the same page. Now I have to cancel work. I have my CDL test at 8:30 in the morning. I have no one else to watch her. Can you please take Sadia? Then I said, a 20-year-old was accused of molesting a 7-year-old. That is criminal. Linda explained to you there will be one investigation by her and another one by Wilkes-Barre Police Department. I've spoken with the detective already. This is an open case. You were not questioned by a detective. Neither was your sister. Why do you keep saying this case is closed? It is not closed until law enforcement does their investigation. She responds, you know what the drop-off time and location is. You've known that since we started this whole court thing. So follow it and drop her off. I'm clearly telling you to give me my baby. Linda did not tell me, and she also says, Linda did not tell me anything of the sort. On November 29th, she called and said they are closing it. She spoke with my sister and family, spoke with me. She said she is mailing a letter confirmation it's closed. So what are you talking about? And whatever you say doesn't matter. She is to be dropped off unless directed otherwise by law enforcement or the courts. I responded and I said, "What is so hard about you meeting me here later and picking Sadia up? You don't even have to come out of the house. All you have to do is be in the house so that I know she is coming to you. She does not want to go to Jazzy. I'm not forcing her anymore. Are you really going to let your pride stop you from seeing Sadia? It's been 16 days and you're still playing the same game. I really, on December 9th, I said, I really wish you would have let me know yesterday that you were not going to be here. Sadia thought she was coming to see you today. You know how she gets when things don't go as planned. Why are you doing this to her? I made every possible suggestion to deal with this drop off dispute. You are being unreasonable.